administrators, our coaches, our office volunteers, and our distinguished guests. We thank you for making the time to come out to this special event. For us in the LAMP office, this is one of our favorite days of the year because it's when we get to give a little bit back to all of you who have given so much throughout the entire year. This day we celebrate you, not just the 2,620 hours that you have contributed to our program, but for the immeasurable impact that you have had in many of the lives of our members of our community. So we hope that you accept this small token of appreciation and know that you, our volunteers, are the heart and soul of our LAMP literacy program. So with that said, we're going to get started with our program, and we're going to start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. We're going to invite Hong Wang to lead us with the Pledge of Allegiance. Hong participated in our citizenship preparation program, and she recently became a U.S. citizen. So congratulations to Hong, and she's going to lead us with the flag salute. Right here. You want to use the microphone?
Sorry. Please begin. I write the United American region of the States, mentioned on the guard, inflexible with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Hong, and again, congratulations on becoming a citizen this year. So now we're going to invite our very own city librarian, Norma Arvizu. She's made an enormous impact in the literacy program, and she's going to say a few words of welcome for us.
Hello, everybody. It is again our annual reception to thank all of you for contributing so many hours, bringing us together in the community, impacting the lives of so many people. And this program is very dear to my heart. It has impacted my own life as I have worked with so many of you in the past. And this program continues to flourish, to make a difference in this community, to change the lives of those that come. Our citizenship speaker, Hong, was a perfect example of what this program does. It empowered her to become a United States citizen, and let's face it, she was very nervous. So many of us take it for granted. We're just born into what is entitled for us to become citizens. But our program is here to empower those to become citizens, to learn English, to be able to interact in their own communities, and to also prosper in this wonderful country we call the United States of America. I personally want to thank all of you for coming to this little festivity that we have once a year where we honor one tutor. But you are all being honored today because you all are part of a big, big map of how we change the fabric of this city and this community. And I wish to thank all of you for just taking a moment out of your busy holiday schedule and coming to have a little something to eat with us and to share this wonderful celebration. Most of you do not know that we have had a little bit of difficulty with trying to recruit the perfect candidate for the literacy program. Jose right now, as he eloquently spoke, is the acting literacy program administrator, and so well deserves it. He has been there. He has been the core of the program in my absence. once I became city librarian, and he has taken that baton and continued to make it the best program that it is in the state. Again, I need to recognize this program as being one of the unique programs in the state of California that actually has the adult education model within a library. We are the one. And that is something to be said because of all that you do as volunteers to make that possible. So with that, again, thank you. And let's continue with the ceremony. Thank you.
Thank you, Norma. And for those of you who don't know, Norma set the foundation for what the program is today. So we are very grateful, and we ourselves have learned a lot from Norma. And it's a good thing that she's our city librarian now, so we always have that support from the library. So thank you. Up next, we're going to invite a council member and a longtime supporter of not just the library, but the literacy program itself, Mr. Peter Chan.
Thank you and good morning. And we are so lucky to have Norma as our librarian and the wonderful staff that's helping the library run its course and do a lot of good things for our residents. So thank you very much, and hope everyone has a nice holiday coming. And I want to thank the volunteer tutors. They spend the time, use their precious family time instead of staying home, but come out to help others, to learn English and help them, the new immigrants mostly, to have proficiency in English and help them to get a better job, a better career, a better future. So that is a great thing that you have done, because those are the good deeds that will be rewarded later. I can share some stories. When I was in University of Wisconsin, you know, it's cold, and now starting in October, usually there's snowing already. And I still remember, because I came from Hong Kong, which is in the subtropics, so we never see snow. And I still remember the first time when snow came, and I'm still in the class, and from the outside the window, I saw the snowflakes coming down. So it was so wonderful. So once the class dismissed by professor, I dashed out the class. And you know what happened? I slipped. I don't have the right shoes. And tried to get up and slip again and fell. Finally, a girl came to help me up. Oh, that was embarrassed. Yeah, I met Jenny in LA, not in Wisconsin. But I still remember that little story just because someone helped me. And especially in Wisconsin, because it's so cold, the element is a big factor. It's a hazard. So everyone helps each other. So I remembered all those things vividly, because I know that in one winter I worked part-time, and at that time foreign students are allowed to work part-time. And so I was a busboy in an Italian pizza restaurant. And when it was snowing, blizzards and everything, it's hard to go home. So the waiters, the cooks, the waitresses, they all say, "Hey, Peter, let me take you home after work." I'll say, "Well, you're number 4, you're number 5, and next time tell me earlier." So those are the good things that I still remember. And one more time is that I don't know. I don't think we have Greyhound bus now. I don't know if they are still existing. Greyhound, oh, they are still here. I know that the one in downtown, the big station in downtown LA, is gone. But But at that time, Greyhound is one of the good transportations. So I remember once, after summer, get a plane and then to the airport and took the Greyhound bus to the dormitory. And of course, Greyhound station is far away, it's a long walk from the dormitory. And then the driver, when we approached the school, the driver just yelled at me. And I don't know, at that time I didn't know that he's yelling at me. And he said, "Hey, you sitting at the back, where's your dorm?" He knows that I'm in the school. And you're talking to me? Yeah, where's your dorm? I said, yeah, I told him, well, I forgot the name of the dorm. He said, okay, I'll take you there. And the whole bus, it's not that many people, but still there's some, like around 10 in a big bus. No one complained. And I said, fine, that's good. And so he took me to the dorm, into the school. I don't have to walk. Now, those are the things that you get help. But it will be in your memory forever. And that's why after school, I, come out and contribute myself to the community, to the library, to whatever I can do to help people, because I get help before. And I have to pay back. Although I cannot pay back to the bus driver, I cannot pay back to the waiters and waitresses and the cooks in the restaurant, because I don't know where they were now. But if you try, remember those things that you can help, and you help the others, you will get rewarded. I always believe that. And for the tutors, I think you are doing the same thing. You try to contribute yourself to the others, help the others. It will come back to you. You will be rewarded. I can assure you. So thank you for the good work, and please continue, because with your help, a lot of people will get a better life. So thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, thank you also for your many years of support. Up next, we're going to hear from another council member. We invite Mr. Hans Liang to say a few words.
Thank you, Jose. It's a pleasure to be here today to recognize our Tutor of the Year, but also to recognize all of you for your continued support of this program. It's so fitting, when we came in here today to see all the holiday decorations, and we just had Thanksgiving pass, and it's a time for families to gather. But families sometimes, many times, exceed just the group of people that are our brothers and sisters in our immediate family. Family also extends to the community. And here I could see a great group of people which I think would qualify as a family here in Monterey Park. There were some good comments that Peter made. It's so easy for some people to think about what they want for themselves, for people to be selfish. We see that often. But it's another thing, it takes a certain type of character, a certain type of person to be able to stop and not ask what do they want for themselves, but to be able to ask what they could do for others. And if you think of, just to make it short here, we have the Star Wars reference, the light and dark side of the Force, and definitely in this room, we're full of people with the light side of the Force. So let's continue to harness that type of energy. Your contributions, your altruism, your selflessness is what is the glue that keeps the community together. So thank you for all of your service, your volunteer work, your tutoring, and bringing something from yourself to make the community at large better. So congratulations and thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Liang. The force is definitely strong with this group in literacy. You guys do a lot for the community, so thanks again. Up next, we're gonna see a brief video, because every year we wish we could, recognize everybody. and everybody contributes. Even the smallest amount is a contribution that's deemed worthy of recognition. So we want to show a little bit about the LAMP literacy program this year, what we've done, and we always choose somebody who stands out a little bit. So we're going to watch a brief video up here.
Since 1984, the LAMP Literacy Program has been changing the lives of the residents of Monterey Park by providing high-quality literacy services at no cost. The LAMP program has gone through many changes along the way. Thousands of students have come through our program. Tutors have come and gone. Even the staff has changed along the years. And 2016 was no different. This year, we added new faces while maintaining some of the pillars of our program. We said goodbye to old friends and made new ones along the way. But one thing that has never changed is the community of dedicated individuals who are committed to making a difference in the lives of others. Each year, we recognize one individual who best embodies the spirit of volunteerism.
My name is Lee Zambrana, and I've been the tutor here for about 3 years now. I started off in doing one-on-one tutoring, and from there I took on the class which was a citizenship class, and I've been doing that for about 2 years now. I started as a one-to-one tutor when I saw the Cascade article in about November of 2013, and I worked with actually he was a PhD who I worked for. So you know, when you think you're going to teach English, you might think that this might be ESL, they're just maybe coming to the country, but this man was pretty established and he just needed some help with some pronunciation. So I worked with him for about a year, and he became a friend as well too. It's only natural that if you spend some time with someone and, you know, they're good people, that you might actually, you know, want to, you know, continue that friendship. Everything I've seen here has made me just want to be a part of this this great program here, and just, you know, contribute to the community and, you know, get people more closer to their dreams, which might be citizenship in America. I mean, who knows where they're coming from, what situation. So they come here and they're looking for an opportunity, and I'm here to help them realize their dreams. I know this program is one of the best around, I would say, at least in Southern California. So like I said, it's just a pleasure to be part of, and I would say, you know, come on in and, you know, join the LAMP Literacy program. You won't regret it.
And now to present our Tutor of the Year Award, we invite our Los Angeles Community College trustee and also longtime supporter of the literacy program, founder of the Harvey Alperin Tutor of the Year Award, Mr. Mike Eng.
Wow, are you all enjoying this morning? Isn't this great? Aren't you in the holiday spirit right now? Isn't it better to honor than to receive an honor? It is more blessed to give than to receive. Well, I am so happy to be here with all of you this morning. I wasn't really in the holiday mood, you know, until I walked in the room. And then I felt the warmth, and I saw all the great people, and the buffet helped a lot too. 2 kinds of meat. Where do you get that? Huh? In 1999, if I can take you back, I was on the library board of trustees. Do we have any library board members here or past board members here? Thank you so much. Well, I noticed that there was a man who kept coming to tutor again and again. And I found out this man had retired. He had a furniture factory on Broadway in downtown LA. But instead of just going to the mall every day, he said he wanted to do something. So he became a tutor in Monterey Park, a tutor that became so famous they actually, as our city librarian will tell you, named a statewide award after him. Started right here. And before he passed away, he was a tutor to over 150 students. And he had tutored over 8,000 hours. How many hours are there in a week? Can you imagine that? If you have a full-time job, that's only 2,080 hours a year. He tutored 8,000 hours. And in the past 15 years, we've honored the volunteer that has tutored the most number of hours. Thank you, City Librarian Norma Arvizu, for giving me the honor of again giving out this year's award to someone who serves in the spirit of Harvey Alperin. And I'm just going to recount. That was a great video. I'm going to just recount a couple of things to give honor to the person that we're honoring today. So our honoree started coming to Monterey Park at an early age because it was peaceful and calm, just like what happened to me when I came into this room. But he also said he came here because he loved those great Japanese restaurants. And he moved into an area just south of here and then eventually moved into his dream city. What city is that? I can't hear you. All right, you're alive. And in 1999, the same year that I started the Tutor of the Year Award, this man was working full-time selling commercial paint. Industrial paint. Not easy, not an easy job. Very colorful, but not very easy. And he was selling paint almost full time, going from door to door, business to business, in areas that probably were very challenging. And at the same time he was going door to door, he was going to school full time at Cal State Fullerton, where eventually he received his degree in psychology. And then he got a job as a therapist, helping people with back pain at St. Jude Medical Center, a place that's very close to my heart. And he was helping other people reduce their pain. You know, when you're in pain, you're not just in pain, you're in stress. And you can't think about doing almost anything else. And you know, this is what he said. He said, when it comes to helping people, animals, or the environment, I'm all for it. This is a man who likes to help people. And if any of you ever thought that our little old Cascade newspaper was something that you just throw in the corner, think again. Because our honoree is here today because of an article he read in 2013 in the Monterey Parks Cascade. How many of you read the Cascade? How many of you are going to start reading it now? Well, in 2013, he read this article, and instead of reading it and wrapping the fish or the garbage in and throwing it away, he took that article and incorporated it into his life. He said, I'm going to tutor. And at first, you know, his attitude was, you know, I'm just going to maybe beef up my resume so that if something opportunity comes up, you know, the Nobel Peace Prize or something like that, they'll say, you know, he was a tutor. But, you know, the more he got into it, his initial motivation, like all of you getting involved in volunteerism, it changed. And soon he was really loving it. It wasn't something just to beef up his resume. It was something that beefed up his life, that brought a smile to his face. And this engineer that he taught was a guy who had a doctorate degree who worked not far down here for Southern California Edison, I believe. So people that we help, it doesn't matter. They come from all walks of life. And then in 2015, he heard about another exciting thing, maybe just to beef up his resume. And that was there was an opening to become a citizenship instructor Híjole. Wow. And then the initial reason for coming melted again, and he began enjoying reducing stress and anxiety, because people would come to him, and I know because I've been a citizenship instructor for 40 years, people think that test is worse than taking the driver's license exam. And they spend 5, 10, sometimes 20 years to prepare for that exam because they're so nervous. But he saw an opening here because he's a therapist, and he loves to reduce stress and anxiety. And so on Sundays, when you and I are going to the mall or going to the swap meet or whatever we do, our honoree is spending quality time helping people prepare for the citizenship exam. So in recognition for his amazing impact on our citizenship preparation program, as well as his contribution of over 240 hours to the LAMP literacy program in the last 3 years, we are going to stand and give an ovation to the 2016 Monterey Park LAMP Literacy Tutor of the Year, Mr. Lee Zambrana. Come on up, Lee. And Norma, would you, and I would like the members of the City Council, and Norma, and here, stand over here. How come we should give you a bigger one? Okay, you're going to take one first, and then you're going to come and join. You got a picture of me? Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, before he does, I want to present a certificate to him too. Lee, look at this. This is fake gold, but it's worth at least 50 cents. Okay, we got another picture.
All right, one more picture.
It used to come with a check, but that was when I was living off the high on my and thank you. Okay, and I also wanted to, I apologize, but they're paying me by the word, so I have to. I wanted to present a certificate to the City of Monterey Park, the City Librarian, and the staff, and the Library Board of Trustees. So would you come up and accept this award from us, because that way. So let's hear it again one more time for honoree Lee Zambrana. Congratulations.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks so much. Well, thanks everybody. I don't have any prepared statement or anything, but I did want to say thanks to all the tremendous people who make this job possible, all the donors, supporters, and everyone involved in the LAMP program, especially all the people that I've got to know over the years and learn from too. Like for instance, Lillian, one of our tutors, when I first started tutoring the citizenship class, I went into her class to see what she was doing. And I saw just the tremendous work she was doing in there. It was very inspiring. I'm like, oh, maybe this is something I could do as well. So yeah, next week, we just jumped right into it, made some PowerPoint slides, and been going from there since that time. Did want to say, again, a very heartfelt thank you to Denise, who's not with us anymore, and Jose, everybody. It was very inspiring just walking in and seeing the passion that they've had to do this and to it's been very rewarding, as you might imagine, especially when someone passes their citizenship examination. I usually have them come back to the class. So that's something I've been kind of implementing because it really de-emphasizes some of the anxiety from the other students. So I say, once you pass your citizenship examination, can you come back in and maybe say a few words to the class? And the class seems to really, really enjoy that. They come in and they say, oh, you only had it for 15, 20 minutes? Oh, I could do that too. And also, beside the class, there's also one-on-one tutoring I do. So anyone who's getting involved or getting ready for their citizenship examination, we will work with them one-on-one, or I will. So I'll sometimes go in on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So it doesn't just stop in the citizenship class. There's many hours. I'm just very appreciative and very, very glad I was able to have this opportunity. I look forward to doing it for many years to come. Thank you very much.
All right, so thank you, Mike, for that presentation, and thank you, Lee. It's our honor, really, to work with folks like you who give so much to the community. So thanks again. Up next, we've got our Assembly Member for District 49, Mr. Ed Chau, who's going to say a few words for us as well.
Well, thank you very much. My timing is just impeccable. I just walked in. This is perfect. I just was coming from Walnut. It's an honor for me to be here. I want to thank you. I want to start off by wishing everybody a happy holiday season. It's great to see all of you. I see so many familiar faces here. And it's truly a privilege for me to be here to honor the tutors and volunteers for the organization. And I want to thank you for your services because, when it comes to volunteerism, it is something that I have a great admiration for. As far as the time, the effort that you put in, and really, it's twofold. I think first of all, it is the knowledge that you help the individual that you tutor and you help. That's one piece, and the other piece is actually the psychological aspect of it. Because when you help somebody, the sense of being cared for, I think makes a tremendous difference in the hearts and minds of the individual being helped. So I think it really means a great deal to number one, to the individual being helped, and also to the community at large. We as elected officials, oftentimes we put in hours, but then I think it's you guys, the tutors and the volunteers who are in the trenches, providing the direct help to the individuals who need the help that we want to really praise and admire. So I wanted to thank all of you for your work. I used to be in law practice years ago, and one of the things that I did was immigration law. And as part of the job, I would accompany individuals to go to citizenship examinations. The amount of preparation that you need to pass that examination is sometimes kind of difficult for many people. So the fact that you guys are there to help them with citizenship examination and training and all, that really means a lot to the individuals being helped. And based on my experience, when you go to see these immigration officers, you get intimidated sometimes. I mean, for people who have never been to those offices, you see a government official and then you're being tested. So the fact that you guys are there to help them, prepare them for these examinations really helps, I think. And when they walk out of these examination rooms, they're and pass the examination, they are so happy. So you're making a tremendous difference in the lives of these people, and also the reading skills that you kind of impart. You help them with, and that build their confidence level and help them achieve their dreams. So I want to just keep a very brief remark, and I want to acknowledge all of you, all the volunteers and tutors, for your work this past year. And obviously, I want to present a certificate. I brought one for your Tutor of the Year, Lee, and 240 hours of volunteer work is really nothing to sneeze at, and tremendously you're helping to build that community. So. I want to present a certificate on behalf of the 49th Assembly District to Lee. So Lee, if you can come up there, I will like to present this to you, and truly look forward to continue working with you. And my gratitude to you And on behalf of the many people that you have helped in the past, I want to say thank you. With that, Lee, thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chau. And up next, we are going to hear from Board Member Garvey School District, Mr. Henry Lowe. Yes? Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Well, let me say how excited I am to be at any event in which we get to recognize the work of volunteers, and especially the LAMP program here in Monterey Park. My first foray into volunteerism in the community of Monterey Park was actually through the LAMP program. Now, many years ago, when I worked with Lillian and the citizenship program, in which on Saturdays I got to help tutor many seniors who were trying to pass the exam to become citizens, right, Lillian? I remember, you know, and it was fun, and it was amazing to not just see people like Lillian, but also people of different ages, different generations, who came to the library, who were either themselves beneficiaries of the services of the tutoring, or were inspired themselves to become tutors. And I think that's really important, especially when we talk about for either the person receiving the services, either if they're young or they're old. It helps to build self-esteem, not only for the recipient, but for the person giving the tutoring. And so it is a gift that keeps on giving tenfold. And so on behalf of the 5,000 students that I represent at the Garvey Elementary School District, I too would like to recognize this year's Tutor of the Year, Mr. Lee Zambrana, whose own story I was very impressed because you understand the power, the transformative power of education, and that's part of why you want to give back. And that is just incredible, and certainly it is inspirational to many other people to follow in your footsteps. So Lee, please come forward. I know another one, right?
I know, keep going. Awesome. All right, good picture. Thanks. Appreciate this.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
All right, and thank you, Mr. Lowe. Okay. So now we've got our presentation of certificates for all of our volunteers, and for that we welcome back Ms. Norma Arvizu.
Thank you, Jose. So what have I been hearing for the past couple of minutes? Mike, you take us through a journey where you actually bring the human side of our tutor to a real reality that is just beyond what's on paper. Thank you for doing that. Hans and Peter, thank you for sharing your true feeling about this literacy program and how it impacts the human side of every person in this community, and sharing your own personal stories and involvement with it. Assemblymember Ed Chau, thank you for being impeccably on time. But not only that, thank you for being present at an event that does impact the lives of everybody that shares the citizenship and immigrant experience. Thank you. Henry, thank you for being a former volunteer, and also to share the fact that you bring also the reality that Lillian is also a big key member in this whole process that we keep forgetting. And I want to share that most of us don't know that Lillian was one of also the early founders, along with Mike and many other people that created the foundation of where we are today. But I also want to thank Lee, because Lee, you're a psychologist, a therapist, and what is so impressive about what you've done, I never understood that there was a study, a field where you could learn about the therapeutic side of stress, which is very interesting. And you've brought that talent into a very much needed component of the literacy program, where it is the citizenship, where it is stressful. To learn a second language not only is a challenge itself, but then to learn it to become a United States citizen is beyond any comprehension that most of us are even aware about. Thank you for bringing that talent. And then finally, before I start presenting awards, I think we all need to remember one thing. This is the library. And though it is the LAMP literacy program situated in a library, a lot of people don't seem to understand the services that libraries do. This library isn't just about shelving the books on shelves or presenting story time to children, which is a wonderful component, by the way. Early literacy is what makes who we are as we become adults. But this library has gone beyond what is the most expected model of a library, because we have actually presented programs that have evolved from the human side and need of this community. The staff that works in this library is very much in tune and connected to who lives in this community and presents programs that focuses on their lives, on their cultural needs, on their ethnicities, on their levels of intellect. This library does more than just instill literacy skills. It actually envelopes the entire life of a human, from the child perspective of a tiny toddler to the senior who's still trying to learn literacy skills or computer skills. So it goes beyond of what most libraries does. But the literacy program, and let me remind all of you that that's what libraries do. We promote literacy, not just in learning ESL, a second language, but in promoting how to begin to read as a toddler. And then to continue the wonderful joy that you gain from that reading. Because what does a book do? Or what does a story say? Or what does an experience bring? It brings an evolving status of a human side that we all have. Because we all seek something that will make us better. We all seek that completeness. And I know Lee may understand a little bit of what I'm talking about. To be able to say that we are happy because we did something good in life. True, Lee, that's what you did. But the library does it as a whole component. And this literacy program is one of the main components of that library that makes this community so empowered with so many programs. So thank you all for what you have done today. Not only the volunteers, but the elected officials who also contribute their time to make this a better community, to the board members, foundation members, the Friends of the Library. We are one fabric, and we come together to make this community very powerful. Thank you. I will now begin with the certificates. Thank you. We have over 66 volunteers, but they're not all here, so we are only going to pass out the ones who are present. So bear with me. I'm hoping not to massacre your last names. So first of all, we have Zoe Atkins. Thank you. Stay up here, please. Angela Chang. Jane Chang. Angeline Chu. Nancy Ishino Gilmer. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. Mary Jocelyn. Is Mary here? Lillian Kawabatani. Diana Lee. Pauline Lemire. Daisy Liu. Thank you. Callie Liu. Bear with me. Danielle or Daniel Surianlono? Did I massacre your last name? I'm teaching literacy, right? Okay. Thank you, Daniel. Okay. Rosalie Tolzman. Ian Tsao? He did? Oh, he left? Okay. Marilyn Yee? There you go. Tila Young? Thank you, Tila. And of course, Lee Zambrana. Thank you so much. Okay. So these wonderful people are still making a change in this community, and thank you so much for doing that. Thank you. Sam, we forgot Sam. We do have your certificate, Sam. Sam, please come up here. I forgot you. I'm so sorry. Sam is not, he's a formidable force in the library, by the way, and he talks to everybody and is constantly working with us. And we're very happy to have him on board. Thank you. We do have your certificate. Yes, thank you.
I always tell her class, the answer is always Abraham Lincoln.
The answer is always Abraham Lincoln. Thank you. Thank you, Samuel. Okay, so that concludes our program. Please enjoy eating and enjoy the buffet if there's food. Thank you so much.